Right, okay, should we begin then?
Sure.
Winwin, Sambo, you've disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, Sockling is here as well. Morning, Sockling. Or rather, Sockling's kitchen. Sockling's kitchen has come to class.
Wait, really? Why do I always have to go in my bedroom?
Okay. Right, we're going to do page 10. We'll start on page 10. The treasure. The treasure. So, I think the children are still traveling through time.
Yes, they are.
Right.
I don't have the book.
We've got, you don't need the book. It helps if you've got the book, but you don't need the book. You can just read off the screen. Right, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Who, Seta, you're the last person to come to class, so you can read for us. Can you read this paragraph for us?
Okay. There were lots of pirates in the Caribbean Sea from around
All right, everybody else shush.
1500 until the 1700. The pirates robbed lots of ships, but they didn't always steal gold coins and jewels. Very often they stole food, water, weapons, and clothing. They even stole things like soup, ropes, and anchor. Sometimes they used to keep the ship which they captured and then sell it on the other occasion. They kept the ship because it was better than theirs.
Excellent, well done, very good. Right, these dates here, how do we say these dates? These are years. We normally say 1,500.
15.
1500.
Yeah, we know when it's a date we would say 1500.
1500.
1500 or 1700 or 1800.
1700s.
Yeah, I can't write with my mouse today. What century is 1500?
15.
What century?
15. Maybe 15.
16.
16th century. Okay, if it's the year 1500, then the century is the 16th century. If the year is the 1700s, then the century is
17.
the 18th century. Okay, you always add 1. So you look at this number here, 7, and you add 1. Because remember, when the year was the year 0 to the year 99, that was the first century. And then the year 100 to the year 199, that was the second century. Okay, so the year 1500 is the 16th century. The year 1700 is the 18th century. Right, it says here the pirates robbed lots of ships. They didn't always steal gold coins and jewels. They even stole things like soap, ropes, and anchors. What is an anchor? Anyone know what an anchor is?
Oh, I know.
Yes, Winwin, what's an anchor?
It's the heavy thing that keeps the boat from moving anywhere else when you want to stop the ship.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Looks a bit like that. You drop the anchor, and then the anchor goes to the floor and stops the ship from moving. Right, okay, let's look at some of these.
It's like a happy face.
Yeah, it looks... No, it's a happy face. Looks a bit like a cat. Right, okay, let's go.
A happy face with a mustache.
Yeah. Right, palm tree, number 1. We'll just go through these quickly. Can you all say palm tree for me? Palm tree.
Palm tree.
Well done. What grows on a palm tree?
Palm.
No.
Coconut.
Coconuts, well done. Coconuts. Coconuts grow on a palm tree.
What?
A palm tree is another name for a coconut tree.
Oh.
Okay, word number 2, spade. Spade.
It's a shovel. Another name for a
The blade of a shovel. The blade of a shovel.
Yeah,
It's the
well
blade
done.
of a shovel. The ground we use the
Yeah.
spade.
Another name for a spade is a shovel. Number 3, hook. Hook. Can you all say hook?
when you
Hook.
hook.
Hook. It was very common in those days for pirates to have a hook on their hand, because often when they were fighting, the most common injury when you fight with swords is to have your hand cut off. If you imagine when you're fighting with a sword, normally when you attack your enemy, the first thing you do is try to cut their hand off, because that's the hand that they're holding their sword in. So many pirates, they didn't have a hand. So instead of a hand, they would put a hook on their hand, so they could still pick things up, even if they didn't have a hand.
How do you use a hook as a hand?
Well,
I mean, a hook, it's hard to hold.
it's better than nothing, Win-Win. It's not a very good thing to have, but it's better than nothing.
Okay.
Right, number 4. What's word number 4?
Hammock.
Hammock. Well done. Hammock. You all know what a hammock is?
It's like
Like a sleep.
Yeah, well done. It's like something you lie on. You tie it to both trees. Many people in Cambodia, they use hammocks. Right, what about number 5?
Like me.
Eye patch.
Eye patch. Can you see something strange about the word eye patch?
Yes. Eye. It looks like a
dash. It has a dash. It has a dash.
Well done.
Exactly,
It's got
dash.
this here, a dash. Okay, actually that dash is called a hyphen. Some words, if you have 2 words like eye and patch, if you put them together to make one word, sometimes they have a hyphen in the middle, just to show you that it's 2 words, but they are acting like it's one word. Okay, it's called a hyphen. Eye patch. You all know what an eye patch is?
Yes.
This pirate here is wearing an eye patch. A black thing that you. Why would somebody wear an eye patch? Yeah. So the number 1 injury for pirates was to have their hand cut off, and the number 2 injury was to have their eye stabbed. Somebody would attack them in their eye. So maybe they only had one eye, and then they would put an eye patch over the other eye. Right, word number 6, treasure chest.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're going to be rich.
treasure chest here. A chest is just another name for a big box, and a treasure chest is a big box with treasure in it, coins. Like here, look, number 7, coins.
Gold.
You all know what coins are. Key, you all know what a key is. Hole, you know what a hole is. Number 9, to dig a hole. Can anyone say word number 10?
Yeah, I know.
Binoculars.
Binocular.
Well done. Binoculars. You know what binoculars are?
It's like something that we use to
Something
zoom.
we need to look so clear.
Well done.
We have binocular when we go.
So that you can see things very far away. They're like a telescope. A telescope, but with a telescope, you only use it with one eye. Binoculars you use with both eyes. Right, okay, we're going to listen to the audio, and we're going to do question 2 here. Okay?
Yeah.
Read, listen, and complete the sentences. What is that? CD1, track 14. Can you all hear that?
No.
No? Okay, wait a second. Computer audio.
Teacher, can I ask a question?
Sure. Teacher, but what?
Right. Can you hear that?
No. Loud enough, teacher.
No.
Can you hear it?
No.
No.
No? What's wrong with this?
Teacher, just put it in a speaker.
Yeah, I'm trying to why is it not playing?
Because you have to just play it.
No,
Right, wait a
don't
second.
hear anything.
Now?
No.
Oh, you just clap.
Just play.
I don't hear.
But you just clap. Tiang, 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 tiang.
No.
Don't lie. I see your hand.
Teacher, can I ask you a question?
Wait a second,
please?
wait a second, Win-Win. I'm just trying to work out why you can't hear.
I can't believe.
No.
Very often,
Can you hear
they
now?
stole food, water,
Right, okay.
Can you mute everybody? Can you
We'll
mute
start again.
everybody?
Okay, hang on.
No, teacher, don't mute. Let us mute by ourselves so
No.
we can unmute.
Right, okay, listen to the audio.
Student's Book, page 10. 2. Read, listen, and complete the sentences.
There were lots of pirates in the Caribbean Sea from around 1500 until the 1700s. The pirates robbed lots of ships, but they didn't always steal gold coins and jewels. Very often, they stole food, water, weapons, and clothing. They even stole things like soap, ropes, and anchors. Sometimes they used to keep the ship which they captured and then sell it. On other occasions, they kept the ship because it was better than theirs.
Didn't I say, what will happen if we go into the yellow light? Now look.
Shh! Yes, look! Pirates!
What are they doing, Alex? The pirates have just found a treasure chest. I'm not sure, but I think there are gold coins in it. Let me have a look. Pass me the binoculars, Alex. Here you are. Alex, you're wrong. The pirates haven't just found a treasure chest. The one with the eye patch and the one with the beard have got spades. They're digging a hole to bury the treasure chest. They're going to bury it next to the palm tree.
Let me have the binoculars, please.
Here you are.
The treasure chest is in the hole now, and they're covering it with sand. The man who's got the hook is talking to the others. I think he's the captain. He's got a big sword.
Can you see a ship anywhere, Phoebe?
Yes, I think there's one behind the trees.
What are we going to do? Let's wait for them to leave and then dig up the treasure.
What if they come back?
Yes, what if they come back? Are you too scared?
Maybe. But at least we aren't stupid.
Right, okay. Let's just unmute you. What?
Hello?
Oh, hello. Are you all unmuted? Everybody say hello.
Hello.
Right, okay, we can hear you. Right, you get the answers? Everybody get the answers? What's number one?
Gold.
The treasure chest is
Gold.
full of what?
Gold.
Gold. Gold.
Gold. Well done. The treasure chest is full of gold. What about number two? The pirates are what?
Burying.
Burying. Don't forget the ing on the end, because whenever we have the word are, you must, the next word, if it's a verb, it must be a verb with ing, burying. So the pirates are burying the treasure. Number three, the captain has got a what? A what and a what?
A big sword and a hook.
Okay, well done. He's got a
Got
big,
a sword and a hook.
Samba, can you spell sword?
S W O or D.
Well done. Sword with a W, but we don't pronounce the W. We don't say sword. We just say sword. It's a silent letter. All right, number four, the children plan to what the treasure?
Plans
Yes.
to steal the treasure.
Not steal.
Red.
Remember, the treasure is already stolen. You can't steal something that's already stolen.
Put treasure back in the hole.
Get the treasure back out.
Dig up. Yeah, to dig up. To dig up means to dig it out, to get it out again. Okay, so the children plan to dig up the treasure. Right, okay, let's rub all this out.
Next page.
Next page, okay, page 11. Move all that over there. Right, we've got a magazine article, okay, we need to match the names with this. Do you all have your books with you, or are you all just reading off the screen?
No. Reading off the screen.
Right, okay, let's, Some, let's have a girl. Some, can you read this part for us? His new project.
His new project is a film about the famous French pirate
Jean Fleury is a French name, but don't worry, we would say Jean Fleury.
Jean, who robbed a Spanish ship in 1530s. I love pirates. Twice I was 10. Explain. Bruce Jack Paul is playing the part of
Jean Fleury.
Jean Fleury. I know Jack twice, 2003. Bruce tells us he's a great friend and his favorite for the part.
Okay, well done, excellent, very good. Do you think that we still have pirates today?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we do. There are still pirates today, but they don't look like these types of pirates. But there's a few places in the world where it's very dangerous for the ships to go, because there are still pirates there and the pirates will get on the ship and steal the ship, steal everything on the ship. So there's still pirates today. Right, okay, so we need to match the names with the jobs. So we've got Bruce Stevens. Anybody know what do you think his job is, reading this? Is he a pirate, a film director, somebody who makes films, or an actor, somebody who is in films, acting? So we've got Bruce Stevens. Soklang, what do you think? So it says here, I've loved pirates since I was 10, explains Bruce. Right, okay, we'll start from the beginning again, okay? His new project is a film about the famous French pirate Jean Fleury. So let's look at the names here. Jean Fleury. So what is Jean Fleury?
He's the project film.
Right, so Jean Fleury is a famous French pirate. Jean Fleury. Okay, so number 3 would be A. Everybody following along? You all seem a bit half asleep this morning. Right, Yukin, good morning. Nice for you to join us. What about number 2? Who is Bruce Stevens? Yukin, is he a film director or an actor?
He is an actor.
Why do you say he's an actor?
A film director.
Well done, Panya. Film director. The actor is Jack Collins. It says here, look, Jack Collins is playing the part of. Play the part of, that means acting. So he is playing the part of Jean Fleury. So in the movie, Jack Collins, who is the actor, he is pretending to be Jean Fleury. So Jack Collins is the actor. So that means that Bruce Stevens must be the film director.
I thought it was Bruce Lee.
Not Bruce Lee. How many pirate films have you seen with Bruce Lee? Right, okay. We'll skip question 2 and 3. Right, we're running out of time. The song here, but I think you did the song last week, didn't you? In the worksheet. Did you all do this song in the worksheet? Or do you want to listen to the song again?
No.
Right, we'll skip the song for now. We're just going to do this page because we've only got 5 minutes left. Right, it says here, read the magazine interview and correct the sentences. Somebody's sounds like they're on the back of a motorbike. Right, I'll tell you what. Right, I'm going to mute all of you, okay? And then who can I get? Panya, can you read the top part for us here?
Okay. Read the magazine interview and correct the sentence. Carlos Santana is well known on the beaches of Cancun. Most days you can find him there with his metal detector. We decide to find out more. How long have you held this hobby? For about 9 years. Right, and for how long have you lived in Cancun? Since 1990.
Since 1990.
Okay. How long have you had this metal detector?
my birthday 6 months ago. My son and my daughter bought it for me. Do you always go metal detecting on your own? No, I usually go with my friend Pedro. I've known him since I was 10.
Well done. Well done. Very good. This word here is since.
Sign.
Since. Okay, when we talk about times and dates, we either use the word since or for. Okay, right. So let's just. All right, well done, Panya. Very good. Let's just Ratana. Right, Ratana. Hello, Ratana.
Hello,
Right.
sir.
Number one, the machine in the photo is 9 years old. Is that correct?
Where?
This one here with the square around it. The machine in the photo is 9 years old. This question here. So
Wait,
the
again?
answer is here.
Oh,
Is it correct?
the machine in the photo is 9 years old.
Yeah. Is that correct or not?
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, wait. The machine for 9 years. Ring.
so he's had the hobby for about 9 years. That means, so this machine here is a metal detector. So he uses it to try to find metal under the beach. So he's been doing the hobby for 9 years, but has he had the metal detector for 9 years, the machine?
Yep.
It says here, how long have you had this metal detector?
Oh,
What have I done? Oh, hang on. What's happened there? How do I get rid of that? There we go.
science for.
Okay, so how long have you had this metal detector? Since my birthday, 6 months ago. So he's had it for 6 months. He bought it on his birthday 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 6 months old. Right, okay, let's, Lavin. What about number 2? Carlos has 1 child. Is that correct?
Nope.
No, so what should it be? Carlos has
2.
2 children. Excellent, well done. My son and my daughter bought it for me. He has 2 children, a son and a daughter. Well done, Lavin. And the third one, let's have another girl, Lita. Pedro bought the metal detector. Is that true or false?
Yes, true.
Is it true? Right, let's unmute everybody. Right, are you all back?
Okay.
Okay. Pedro bought the metal detector. Is that true or not?
False.
False. Who bought
Okay,
it?
you can unmute yourself.
Who bought it?
No, we can unmute ourselves.
Well done. The son and the daughter bought it. So
Yes.
Pedro's children bought the metal detector. Right, okay. We'll just do quickly. We're going to run out of time. What's the difference between since and for? This is on the worksheet for today, so.
Oh my God, 3 minutes.
You mean the quiz teacher, not the assignment?
If I talked about, the quiz.
Since it's the same as from.
Well done. Since is the same as from. So if I'm talking about January, oh, hang on. When did the school close? So we could say, if we're talking about March. The school closed in March, okay, 2 months ago. So you could say, if we're talking about March, you would say the school has been closed since March, okay? And March was 2 months ago, so you could also say the school has been closed for 2 months. Okay, can you see, when we're talking about a time in the past, March, last week, yesterday, 9 o'clock, when we talk about a time, we use the word since. But if we talk about a length of time, we use the word for. So 2 months is a length of time. So if we have a little chart here, okay, let's say that this here is now. This is this morning, right now. The school closed here in March, okay? You would say the school has been closed since March. That's when the school closed. But you could also say the school has been closed for 2 months. This, what looks like C, is 2 months. Okay, so a length of time, we use the word for, and an actual time in the past, we use since. So, Sokleng, if I said to you 2015, the year 2015, would I use the word since 2015, or would I say for 2015?
For 2016.
Since, because since is the time in the past.
Okay.
When we talk about weeks and months and years, a time in the past, we use the word since. So for example, I might say, I moved to Cambodia. I have lived in Cambodia since 2015. That means I have lived in Cambodia for 5 years. 5 years is the length of time. Since is the time when the action happened. What's an act? Tell me if I'm saying something correct or not. I have been doing my homework for 7 o'clock.
Since
7 o'clock.